Chen's Gold Crypto Investing, bell notification, like the channel, subscribe, and share to help you sidestep and fleece, heist, and shyst the YouTube charlatans that are out there and paid influencers and shows that have infiltrated the real estate, the cryptocurrency, and the equity markets to fleece, heist, and shyst the retail trader out of their hard-earned fucking money on get-rich-quick schemes and scams. Uh, and snake oil, right? And that's what we're here to sidestep and educate you on as we're on our mission to asset acquisition. And we're still got rejected off the top part of this the last time we talked. Sorry, I've been busy with some weather. But as I told you, you're likely to get rejected up here because that was the top part of this mini symmetrical triangle that we were in. And then your first step, lower support, would be the 37 cents, the major support resistance for a long time. But then you're most likely to retest the bottom part of that triangle again down here at about 36 cents. And you need to sidestep the charlatans and the snake oil salesmen, or else you'll be like this clip with Eric Cartman bringing back the third right, right out and underneath the noses of his followers when they thought they were following a movie, The Passion of the Christ.
All right, everyone, forward, march! Es ist Zeit für March!
Wir müssen die Juden aufhalten!
Es ist Zeit für March!
Wir müssen die Juden aufhalten!
Nice.
And that was essentially what you had going on in the cryptocurrency market, with all the scams and the shysters that were out there just fleecing you out of your hard-earned fucking money. And the masses are shown to be just pretty much sheep, and they can be herded and pushed and moved into a general direction that somebody so desires, based on their nefarious outcomes that they want. And that's exactly what happened in the Third Reich and what Eric Cartman was doing there, based on the stupidity and just the follow the leader mentality of people and the herd mentality. They're very easily manipulated and pushed and tricked into doing things that they think they're doing on their own and want to do, but they really don't want to do, and they're being manipulated into doing. And that's a critical thing that was going on in the blockchain and the cryptocurrency and the YouTube influencer sphere. And for the most part, the retail traders bought it and ate it up. They bought these shit companies like Shiba Inu and all this other nonsense that was going on out there, and they got fleeced. And some will say they deserve to get fleeced. Others will say they were manipulated into getting fleeced. And then there's the third option, old Vincenzo here to help you learn and show you how to diagnose these scams and get rich quick schemes, and how to hold on to your hard-earned fucking money, right? And you can see this symmetrical triangle on a breakdown. We're coming all the way down here into the 37-cent level, right? On a break up, you could pump to potentially 50 cents, although that's less likely, but still possible. We'll continue to watch. And then you can see the Bitcoin had that nice rally up to 24,000 and change. And now it's running up in the major overhead resistance as we thought. It's come down a little bit. The volume continues to come down ever since the brief volume spike on a big dump. Right there, you can see the big dump. The volume spike coinciding with the dump, the volume spike coinciding with the dump, and the volume spike coinciding with the dump. And then a little volume spike with a little pump. But now it's getting depressed. And I would think right now you got rejected up here. I'm thinking you're coming back down to the 19,049 and 13 cents on a major backtest retest of a major area of support and resistance. And you do know when you come through this blue trading zone down here, it'll go down through it really quick and pump up through it really quick because there's not a lot of trading within that area, but it's a major support level where things like the bounce and things like to get rejected, right? And now you're getting rejected up here, and that's what I'd be watching out for in the Bitcoin price over the medium to short term. Looking at a couple of shyster coins. People seem to love these shyster coins. You can see the Shiba Inu. If you haven't known, this was a hack job and a fleece job. I hope you know it now, because anybody that thought this was a real project were fleece heisted and shysted and manipulated, like Eric Cartman manipulating the town of South Park, Colorado. And you can see you've been fleeced, and you've been fleeced hard. But I would still get out now, even at a huge loss, because eventually I think this is going to essentially zero. So it's got 99 more percent and a few more zeros. I think at some point in Shiba Inu, whether you have intermediate pumps from various levels that look huge in the shorter time frame, but look like nothing in the bigger time frame, like right now, a pump in the daily time frame or the hour time frame will look huge right there. But in the grand scheme of things, it looks like nothing. It's nothing. It's a big nothing though. And I think this eventually is going to trade all the way down so far south. You're going to have point all zeros and then one number there. Point all zeros and a one. That's how bad I think this catastrophe is going to be. And people that think they're buying it on the cheap and they're going to get rich on the next pump. I think this thing's going to go point all kinds of zeros and then a one. That means it's got to add one, two, three more zeros from current price and then a one. And then you'll be at your bottom in Shiba Inu, which is basically zero and worthless, which is pretty much where it's at now. But people still don't understand. You can see you got rejected quite nicely. And as soon as you break this orange trading zone in Shiba Inu, where if you look at the way left machine, you can see, well, in the very way left machine, we bounced a couple of times off the bottom part of the support line. But if we break this right here, as soon as you break this, when you break it, not if you break it, but the day, the hour, the minute you break this, you're going to have a catastrophe. And I'm predicting a massive drop down to the next support level, all the way down there at point 93 zeros and 350, which is going to be a capitulation flash crash, as we're nicknaming it, flash crash advisory. That's going to be a flash crash of nearly 63.66% in Shiba Inu, and maybe then, but probably not. People will realize what kind of shyster coin that really was, but I highly doubt it. People will think they're buying the cheap, and there will be a quick little bounce, and most people won't get it, and the vast majority, 9 out of 10, will get slaughtered trying to buy